it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. And a New Year's Day game, Clark. Any chance that some of these players feeling a little slower, perhaps, than usual?
You know, Kevin, there's a good chance, but it's not just New Year's Day. I know you're implying that New Year's Eve would lead to a lot of revelry and extracurriculars, but that can happen during the regular season, too, depending on the city that players are in. And I would tell you that Miami, Atlanta, are probably 2 places where you might not get the best of some of your players if you have an extra night in one of those places.
3-on-3. Hardaway, no good. Levine with it. Hardaway picks him up. High, arcing shot. Porzingis with the block. Doncic against Dunn. And the dunk by Doncic.
And, you know, you look at Doncic for a forward, this guy handles the ball extremely well. He's terrific at creating for himself off the dribble.
Dunn looking over the floor. And here's Levine. He's coming off a 19-point game against Milwaukee. Just 5 on the clock. Powell pulls it in.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Doncic passes to Finney Smith. The pass to Doncic. From 15 feet away. No good there. Dunn with some nice D. Bulls have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick Carlisle and I did speak a few minutes ago. There are few players more gifted athletically than Zach LaVine. Coach made it clear their focus is trying to contain him offensively. Good luck with trying to keep him between the ball and the basket.
Thank you, David. Porzingis can't hit. The Bulls have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Moving it up. Dunn shot's good.
Boy, a terrific find. LaVine plays mostly the 2, but he came into the league as a point guard.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And the shot goes down. Doncic has got his second basket.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Dunn kicks to Levine. Outside, Markkanen. Porzingis with the rebound. The Mavericks leading. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Markkanen against Doncic. That shot off the mark. So the Bulls will take it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the 2 teams, particularly on the board.
You know, I think that was the big difference in the game. One team was pounding the glass relentlessly, while the other team, not so much.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Trailing by 2. Passes it to Markkanen. And the Bulls with another miss. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And stolen by Dunn. Powell with the steal. Here's Finney Smith, guarded by Levine. Nice D from Levine. The Bulls have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Dunn kicks to center answer. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Boy, showing you some power there, fellas. I mean, nice to see
The ball.
And the only way you average top 3 in points if you have that scorer's mentality. He knows he's the go-to guy. And everyone else knows it as well. And Levine, here we go. Got a hand on it.
like seeing Powell flex his muscle on the defensive end. Really good at timing his jump to block the shots.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And, you know, you heard about Doncic. Even if he's a step slow, he's always 2 steps ahead with his mental game.
You know, Kevin, that's a great point. Feel, savvy, experience, know-how. You know, he grew up playing against bigger, stronger guys, and that always serves you well as you go forward. So he understands how to create space and anticipate and feel how to get defenders off balance. I mean, he's just a special young player.
Levine against Porzingis. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Done against Doncic. Clock at 6. Markkanen passes to Levine. From deep. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Dallas leading by 5. Finney-Smith kicks to Powell. Pass to Doncic. From 18 feet away. And no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
The offensive rebound.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Powell, good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And Powell doing a nice job using his length on these hard shots. I mean, excellent at powering through the contact.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Levine, good.
About time he got one to fall there. Before that, 6 straight misses to start this one.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Now here's Powell. The pass to Doncic. Hardaway trying to free himself up. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Carter finds Levine. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Over in the corner, Doncic. Inside, here's Powell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Zach LaVine. Well, out of Canada by way of Stanford University. 6'11", power forward Dwight Powell.
Boy, a high-energy guy is Powell, guys. He's a pogo stick and a rim runner. Very quick-footed. I think that makes him tough to tag slicing through the lane. His activity and agility really what separate him and get him minutes on the court.
The free throw drops for Powell. Clark, we're seeing a lot of shooters drawing contact. They have that art form down. They know exactly what to do and how to position their bodies, don't they?
Yeah, they really do, Kevin. And I don't know if anybody's any better than James Harden, in part because he's so skilled with the ball, but he's a really thick, strong, agile guard, which makes him hard to defend without fouling him. And he's really developed that ability to seek contact in a legal manner, and I don't think anybody does it any better than him.
White drives in, and the shot goes in.
And what body control. Even when White gets bodied up, he sticks with his shot.
Mavericks leading by 7. Right, the pass to Powell. Now here's Porzingis. Right outside. Passes it to Doncic. Over Markkanen. It's deflected.
And that's evidence that Markkanen is working on his defense, and it's critical that he does so. And blocks like this show he's making good stride.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Seth Curry comes in for Doncic. Bulls trail by 7. Outside, White. Pass to Arcidiacono. Here's Valentine, guarded by Jackson. Pass to White. Lets it go from 11. The Mavericks pull it in. Right outside. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Mavericks.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Free throw drops for Wright. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Clark, talk about the leadership of a guy like Thaddeus Young.
And he's one of my favorites because he's just solid. His actions speak louder than his words, and he's a grinder. I mean, he's a guy who just gives you everything he has and does all of the little things day in and day out. Tremendous locker room presence.
That free throw good from Thaddeus Young.
You know, with Dirk Nowitzki retiring last season after a remarkable 21 years with the Mavericks, they are starting afresh, a new era, hoping budding superstar Luka Doncic can carry that mantle, and I think he's off to a great start in doing so.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And you think of everything that Dirk Nowitzki has meant to the Mavericks. Clark, one team for his entire career.
An iconic Hall of Famer. You talk about 14 All-Star appearances and league MVP, 6th all-time in scoring. Most importantly, the franchise's first and only title in 2011.
Valentine passes to Young. Kleber with the rebound.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And the pass to Young. Passes to Arcidiacono. Kicks it to Valentine. Pass to Gafford. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. The shot by Arcidiacono, no good. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Shoots over White. Another shot, and the layup is good. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Pass to Young. That one, no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
Banked in off the glass.
And, you know, Young is no stranger to overcoming aggressive defense, guys. That's just an example of his experience coming into play.
Porzingis kicks to right. Now the pass to Kleba. Dishes to Curry. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And here's Porzingis for a three. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 7 points for Porzingis.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Young inside. He's against Porzingis. Porzingis with the block.
Boy, Porzingis doing a nice job staying in position and then using his reach to block shots.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Gafford passes to Young. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Well, Clark, they say it's a make-or-miss league, as you know, and Thaddeus Young has that knack for finishing.
Yeah, he does. He's got a really good knack. Catches defenders flat-footed with his early release, and he's pretty crafty when he gets it inside, and being left-handed certainly doesn't hurt.
And the first one drops.
And, you know, as good as Young can be in the open court, doesn't quite carry over to his free throw shooting.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Wright. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Harrison's checked in for Ryan Arcidiacono. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And the Mavericks seem to have done the hard part, acquiring a potential franchise player in Luka Doncic.
And, you know, guys, we've seen it, but in this league, one star isn't enough. That's why I think the trade for Porzingis was a good gamble. If he can stay healthy, they have an inside-outside star combo to build on.
It's blocked, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by White. 30 seconds left in the first quarter.
And, you know, Seth Curry has that shooter's mentality, which makes defenses uncomfortable, and that's part of how he gets these calls.
For Dallas, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
Shooting two.
The first one falls.
And just like his brother Seth is an impressive bucket getter. I mean, somebody whose role is to shoot and score the ball.
And both free throws good for Curry.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Passes it to Gafford. Shot clock at 6. He kicks to Young. Over Porzingis. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Mavericks lead by 16. And we'll be back with you. Something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Mavericks team out there.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Dallas, Jackson is the 3 and Porzingis at the 4. Jalen Brunson out there with Curry. And it's Kleba in at the center position. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. But now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude, David. Thanks. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Harrison, and good that time.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Pass to Jackson. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Porzingis against White. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Nice D from Porzingis. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. At one point, they led by 16. Outside Jackson. Curry against White. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Chicago called for the foul. Clark, what would your dream backcourt look like? If you were going to design one, what would it look like?
Well, they'd have good size and athleticism, somewhere in that 6'3" to 6'6" range.
2 shots.
And the ability to make plays for themselves and others, and also be very solid at the defensive end. You know, you think about some guys that would fit that bill. I look at a guy like Malcolm Brogdon, who really gives it to you in multiple ways as a backcourt player. And I like the scoring of Damian Lillard.
Agreed. Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Porzingis. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Justin Jackson. And both free throws good for Curry. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Outside, Levine. And the Bulls with another miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Doncic kicks to Brunson. Curry looking it over. Back to Brunson from past the arc. It doesn't go for him. And the Bulls going the other way now. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. And they pick up 2. Satoransky's got his second basket of the night. Mavericks leading by 12. Doncic passes to Curry. Three-pointer. Satoransky grabs the miss.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Dallas making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Doncic outside. Over Harrison. It's deflected, but he stays with it. 6 to shoot. Second shot opportunity, and Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 10 points.
Boy, that's a recipe for disaster, fellas. Allowing Doncic to get comfortable from this area, forget about it.
Satoransky finds Levine. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Harrison. Shoots a 3. And again, no good by Chicago.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
On the wing, Levine. Up and in on the layup. Levine's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And this team, they love Levine's talent, but more important now, they love the hard work and the improvement that's following.
Lays it up off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 13.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
There's the pass to Harrison. Now Satoransky, guarded by Hardaway, pulls up on the wing. No good off the back of the rim. Mavericks leading by 13. Here's Doncic, and it's blocked, and he's able to get it back. And he makes that one. He's got 14. And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Bulls. Pass to Harrison. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Doncic. Dallas has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Pass to Brunson. Five to shoot. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Satoransky, the pass to Carter. To the middle. And the jam by Levine.
Well, it's no secret that Levine has outstanding athleticism and explosiveness. He can throw it down with ease and with the best of them.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Pass to Brunson. Outside Hardaway. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Mavericks lead by 18.
Boy, you cannot let Hardaway Jr. get going like this, guys. I mean, once he's in that rhythm and flow, it's bad news for the defense.
Powell against Carter. Left side, Markkanen. From deep three-point range. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. And let's look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for Young.
And when you see the tumble his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Lights checked in. The Bulls also changing it up. Chris Dunn comes in for Shaquille Harrison. And it's Ryan Arcidiacono in for Satoransky. Wright finds Powell. Here's Finney-Smith. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And Wright, here we go. Makes it off the glass.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Doncic with the steal. Fires from deep. Another three for Dallas.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game, and don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
Hardaway trying to free himself up. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 16. Chicago, right now, they're down in the 9th spot. They haven't had the kind of success they had wanted to have at this point of the season.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
4 on the shot clock, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. Chicago shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
When you watch Lowry Markkanen play, it's easy to see how easy it is for him to put up points. Attacks from all spots on the floor and has a great touch on that shot, especially for a man his size.
Justin Jackson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. The pass to Dunn. Shoots over Doncic. And again, Chicago, no good. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 20-5 run. And really, Greg, the only knock on Markkanen is that he can be too passive at times.
And I suspect that will fade as he grows more comfortable in the league. You have to remember how young he is and missed a good amount of time with injury during that second year.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Jackson against Markkanen. Jackson passes to Doncic. From 15 feet away, it's hauled in by the Bulls. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Arcidiacono kicks to Dunn. Passes it to Levine. The tray. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists now in this one.
Boy, Levine is a solid shooter from downtown, guys. The defense has to honor his shot from there.
Here's Doncic. Softly drops in the floater. Doncic has got 20 points.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Levine, and it's blocked. Doncic feeling it out. Pass to Powell. Right outside. Dallas moving the ball around. Powell finds Jackson. And here is Doncic. Over Dunn. Doncic, no good. There's 57 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Arcidiacono. Guarded by Wright. Young outside. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Wright. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Wright's got 7 points for the quarter.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now here's Levine. 9 points in the game so far. From deep. He can't hit that time. And so it's Dallas, rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. And tipping off the second half, here's Jim Boylan's 5. Markkanen and Carter are up front. Thomas Satoransky is out there with Dunn, and it's Levine in at the small forward position. Dunn's shot's good.
Dunn finishing in style, and the explosion to the hoop, powerful.
Doncic against Markkanen. Porzingis looking it over. Over Dunn. Rebound by the Bulls. Carter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his second personal foul.
Chicago shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And so he hits both. Mavericks leading by 23. Pass to Porzingis. Down against Doncic. The pass to Powell. He dishes it to Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. To the right side. Pass to Finney-Smith. On the wing, Doncic.
Well, I tell you what, Doncic plays with really good energy and awareness, but also he's got a quiet physicality to him, and he doesn't mind being bumped around when he's trying to score.
For Dallas, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
He's off on the first.
You know, early on, Doncic has proven to be a leader. I mean, this guy is somebody that can shoulder the offense and take and make big shots for his team.
And the second free throw, good. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Dunn passes to Levine. Back to Dunn. With the shot. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Powell's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Hardaway from outside. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Down against Hardaway. Tipped away. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Finney-Smith. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. Hardaway has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pass to Carter. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Nice D from Porzingis. Hardaway with the bounce pass. And that one, good.
But, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Pass to Levine. Looking to get it going. Porzingis with the block. And he recovers it.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
The pass to Doncic. Overdone. Markkanen pulls it in. The Bulls have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. A very slow start offensively. Now Satoransky. He's got 10. Outside Levine. Again, Levine missing.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Doncic, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Boy, if you don't stick Dunn, he'll burn you, and badly. Great quickness down the floor.
You see Zach LaVine in the Bulls uniform, and it's hard not to think of the trade that sent him here. He was a big part of the deal that sent Jimmy Butler out of Chicago.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. To the paint. The shot by Powell, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Hardaway against Satoransky. Hardaway with the steal. To the inside. Here's Doncic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Doncic, because he's so skilled and so savvy, he does a nice job forcing the defense into tough spots when they're guarding him.
And with Levine and the Butler trade, there were a lot of critics at the time. But you know what, Greg? It's worked out for the Bulls.
And, Kevin, the Bulls took a chance with Levine, and he's developed into a bright young star. Took another risk giving him a big contract after the injury, but he's come back better and stronger since then.
That free throw missing. A different look for Dallas. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dwight Powell. And he's good on the second. And so here is Chicago. White with it. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
And Chicago shooting 28%, a rocky performance for them offensively.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Passes to Doncic. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, you look at Luka Doncic, and it's clear. He's got the entire package, a full repertoire, especially at the offensive end.
White drives in. And that one is off. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. Pass to Doncic. Curry trying to break free. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Curry.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Substitution for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's White. They get it again. Here's Carter. Porzingis with the block. They retain possession. Count the basket. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Outside Curry. Pass to Brunson. And here's Porzingis for a three. And he's good on the three ball. Porzingis has got 10.
Really easy to understand why many are high on Porzingis. This guy is a terrific offensive player.
Carter down low. Porzingis with the block.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Kleber, the pass to Doncic. Outside Curry. Here's Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by Gafford.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
White finds Carter. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, he's given himself a chance. 6 shots he's gotten up this quarter, but only able to convert on one of them.
And there's the pass to Kleber. Now here's Porzingis. Outside Curry. Doncic outside. 17-foot shot on the way. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Shooting one.
You know, that's not how you screen for your guys, but ultimately they still found a way to come away with the hoop.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Mavericks.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled, and they've hit a lot of high-percentage shots in this game.
Justin Jackson, he's checked in for Dallas. DeLon Wright comes in for Jalen Brunson. Mark, the max contract didn't exist when you were playing. Is it something that should be up for debate?
Well, it's a function of the economics of the league now, and in theory, there's some reasons why you have max contracts, because a guy has earned that opportunity, a way to keep a star player or a max contract player with the same team, I think is part of the reasoning behind it. I mean, debating it and talking about it is probably something that makes some sense. If we're thinking about getting rid of it, I'm not so sure.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Inside, Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, he's known for his finesse game, guys, but Porzingis showing you there. He's got some power to his game, too.
And he gets it back. Count that one. So it's the Mavericks now. Right outside. Outside Jackson. Curry on the wing. White covering. The wide open look here for Porzingis. No good from outside. The Bulls shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. White finds Young. That one doesn't go. Nice D from Porzingis. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Wright, the pass to Kleber. The kick out to Wright. From downtown, Chicago grabs the miss. And here is Valentine. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Shot clock at 5. Just his first attempt. Some solid defense there from Jackson. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Fires for three. The three-pointer is right on target. Jackson's got 5.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
And White kicks to Harrison. Young taking his time here. Passes it to White from outside the arc. The shot, no good. And the Mavericks going the other way now.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Curry with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Curry passes to Porzingis. Oh, that's blocked. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Gafford. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. 5 on the clock. Swiped it away. Right against White. And Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Mavericks making a change here. Fouls checked in. The Bulls also changing it up. Levine's checked in for Valentine. And it's Ryan Arcidiacono in for Shaquille Harrison. 44 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Curry. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. And so it's Arcidiacono with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Jackson against Levine. Knocked away. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for the Mavericks. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for the Bulls. Satoransky comes in for White. .24 seconds left to play in the third. Shoots. And the Bulls with another miss.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Here's Arcidiacono. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 3 assists in the game. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a 1. The Mavericks shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. We've got Lee. Marjanovic is out there with Jackson. Then there's J.J. Barea. And it's Wright in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Lets a floater go. Dunn against Wright. Dunn shot's good.
Amazing job by Chris Dunn, positioning himself well inside and dominating the defense.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Barea. Clark, there are strong divisions and there are weak divisions. The NBA might be considering removing divisions altogether and having only 2 conferences. What do you think?
You know, that's interesting. I like the divisions because that's what we've been accustomed to, but just having straight conferences, I wouldn't see much harm in that. You'd adjust the schedule accordingly in terms of how many games you play within the conference and how many times each opponent, but I think that could work.
Down low. To the middle. It's good. Marjanovic has got his first 2 points.
And, you know, Barea is a capable floor general. Very good at setting the table for his teammates.
Right against Dunn. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
Barea looking over the floor. It's tipped. Marjanovic kicks to Barea. Back to Marjanovic. Down against Wright. Out to the right wing. Here's Arcidiacono. The dish to Dunn. Clark, the relationship between referees and players reaching a fever pitch. What can be done to smooth those waters and mend those fences?
Well, I think first and foremost, players have to give. Both sides have to give in this equation, but I think it's incumbent upon the players to accept and respect the position of the officials, and the officials have to also be willing to engage in interacting well with the players. It's a two-way street, but I think most of that is on the players because they have to control how they respond to officials more than officials have to respond to the play.
Hutchison's shot is off. The Mavericks have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Barea dishes to Lee. The pass to Brunson. Back to Lee. Just 5 on the clock. Trying to find Marjanovic. Gets it over to him. And he gets it to go.
Boy, that's great awareness by Courtney Lee. Excellent at recognizing when his guys are wide open.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Cornette passes to Young. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Bulls, Thaddeus Young. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. Clark, when you think of athleticism specifically, talk about the changes athletically we've seen in the league, say, since the 80s.
It's dramatically different. I mean, there have been tremendous athletes through every decade of the league's existence, but it's gotten better with improved training and more knowledge about the anatomy of the body and how to enhance its performance. But now it seems like great athletes are, you know, a dime a dozen versus 8 to a dozen back in the 80s.
Up top, Barea. Marjanovic down low. Now here's Brunson. Fires the 3. Rejected by Young.
Thaddeus Young using that expansive wingspan to put that shot in reverse.
Here's Cornette. Kicks it to Dunn. With some arc, and he sinks the layup. Dunn's got 10 points in just the second half.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Here's Barea. The 3. They get the rebound. Here's Marjanovic, and it's blocked. Dunn right side. Down low. Here's Cornette. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Barea. Got a piece of it. Here's Arcidiacono. Guarded by Barea. Drills the three-pointer.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
He kicks to Lee. Marjanovic down low. And the shot is long.
Now, the defense was far from awful. However, he's still got to make these shots, in my opinion.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Now Barea. To end the drought, it's hauled in by Dunn.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Stolen by Brunson. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Takes the three, and it's Lee. That time on the assist by Barea. Lee's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Arcidiacono. Dunn right side. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And, Greg, that kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And the basket by Hutchison.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Passes it to Marjanovic. Here's Finney-Smith. Pass to Brunson. 6 to shoot. Lee outside. Over Young. Chicago grabs the miss. Cornette's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Arcidiacono. Guarded by Barea. Arcidiacono, the pass to Young. Here's Dunn. Puts it up from 12. It's rebounded by Brunson. Dallas leading by 22. The inside. Finney-Smith passes to Lee. Clark, you and I are amazed at how the global interest of the NBA has just gone through the roof. The league has made a lot of right moves, I think, in this era.
They sure have, Kevin. I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, the international reach through what coaches in this country have done in teaching the game and promoting the game. Not just coaches, but players as well. I think there's something about the game of basketball that just really transcends cultures. The pace of the game, the personality of the players, the creativity of the game, all of that lends itself to being so popular globally.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy,
games have been losses, so something had to change to get them going again. He provided that spark, giving them a huge jolt of energy. Markkanen kicks to Dunn. Clark, do you think we in the media overemphasize championship rings when talking about an individual player's legacy?
Yeah, I think when you talk about an individual player's legacy, a player can be a champion without a championship ring. I know there's another level of champion which includes a championship ring, and sometimes it gets distorted in my estimation because an individual only has so much impact on a team being a championship team. There are no individual team champions. Teams win championships. Being a key player or a role player on the championship team is certainly worthy of recognition and being held in high esteem, but I don't like to see championship caliber players being diminished in the court of public opinion because they didn't win a team championship ring.
Like Stockton and Malone.
Exactly. You could go down the list, a number of guys who just weren't, for whatever reason, able to get the ultimate in a team championship, but had championship Hall of Fame careers.
And so here is Dallas, down to 5 on the shot clock. Porzingis can't hit. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And Satoransky kicks to Dunn. Poke loose. Out of bounds, Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession. Pass to Satoransky. 5 to shoot.
Tell you what, like with most players, when Doncic is aggressive on defense, it makes a difference and causes his coaches to smile.
Hardaway passes to Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. To the inside. Porzingis takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Dunn. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Mavericks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us, Greg, that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Luka Doncic.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Powell. Lee comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Barea subbed in for Porzingis. Hardaway hits them both. And the big contract for Tim Hardaway Jr. back in 2017, Clark. 4 years, $71 million.
Hey, sometimes timing is everything. We know that in our world and in all the other worlds out there. And think about that now. Tim Hardaway Jr. has made more money than his all-star father made in his whole career. Hardaway Jr., young and athletic, and a really rock-solid player at both ends.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's Dallas with it. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Here's Dunn. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Yeah, I love this night for Dunn. It's the kind he can build on, Kevin, trying to really gain consistency as a scorer. This will help.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Barea. 32 points for Luka Doncic. There's the pass to Cornette. Here's Gafford. Passes it to Harrison. Here's Hutchison. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball.